Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last time, after exploring the town of Bilibin, we were able to obtain our very first Jupiter gene, and we also discovered that a strange curse has befallen the people of the small village of Kalima. After reaching Kalima, we were attacked by two strange entities, one of which told us to explore the depths of Kalima Forest, which is what we will be doing today. But before that, there's actually a few things to find here in Kalima. As you can see, everybody has been turned into a tree, and even here you can see it's actually small children. If I can move, then Mount can make me go to bed. And there's actually a Venus gene in that small fenced area. I am old. I've lived a full life. I don't even mind being a tree. I just feel bad for all those kids who were turned into trees. What will happen to my treasure if I'm stuck as a tree forever? I wonder what Father's secret is. Soon, all of Kalima will be nothing but forest. So, what this guy's treasure is might be referring to that Venus gene. Unfortunately, as you saw, we cannot enter that fenced area through the house. What we can do actually is go to the back, right here. We have a small cave. Right here, let's just go ahead and get to this small section. Aha! And actually we have one new enemy. Let's go into some more detail about them. How about that? We have a rat soldier. They are level 6, they have 69 HP, no synergy, 56 attack, 13 defense, 19 agility and 2 luck. As for the elemental resistances, they have 72 Venus resistance, 48 Mars resistance, 72 Jupiter resistance and 100 Mercury resistance. They usually yield 17 experience points, which would then become 22 if we had an offensive Mars gene, which we unfortunately do not. The same goes for the coin. They will usually drop 19 coins and then 24, and they have a 1 in 16 chance that then becomes a 1 in 4 of dropping a smoke bomb. Now, as for their commands, they actually have two very basic commands. They have the attack command, and there is a 75% chance that they'll use that, and they have the flee command, and there is a 25% chance that they'll use that. So, nothing particularly impressive, and I might actually take this chance to see if we can get the full effect of Gust. There you go. That second sound after the hit, that means that was the double damage. So that's the best result possible of using that. And go ahead and also show the Jupiter summon and use the effect of Force here. Alright, and that was enough to take him down. And here we have it. The Venus gene Granite joined Isaac. Alright, so we got our second gene, Granite. Let's go into some more detail about this guy. So, his battle effect is actually a support effect. He provides a defensive buff to all the characters, reducing damage by 50% until the end of the turn, and it always activates first, regarding the character's agility compared to the enemies. And his set stat bonus is +9 to your base HP, +2 to your base defense, +2 to your base agility, and +1 for luck. So it's actually a pretty good support ability for a gene, but more important than that, once we set it, as you can see, Isaac is actually changing class. He's changing to the second rank of the Squire, the Knight. Let's go into some more detail about that. So, once he has at least 2 Venus gene, Isaac reaches the Knight rank. As for the stats, he actually has a slight increase up to 130% in HP, a slight increase in synergy to 90%, which is still pretty bad, it's still slightly below the standard. He gets an increase in the attack by 10%, also in the defense, as well as agility, and his luck remains the same. This particular rank does not unlock any new synergy, but he does provide a slight buff to his overall stats. So, now that we actually have 2 Venus Gene, there are actually a few classes that other characters such as Ivan and Garrett can reach. However, I'm going to hold off on explaining those 2 ranks, until both of them have actually obtained 2 Gene of their respective element. So I'll wait until Garrett has 2 Mars Gene and Ivan has 2 Jupiter. Alright, going back here, just pretty simple fight. And actually, let's go ahead and show off Granite and use Forge, why not? So yeah, it always goes first, even though Ivan is actually faster than Isaac. A protective aura encircles the party, and let's use Forge. So yeah, 1 damage and 6 damage. Let's go ahead and use Venus and Mars and just attack with Ivan. Alright, Ivan leveled up. Nice. Oh, I forgot to mention last episode regarding the game ticket. The description says, a special ticket from Tolby. So, we previously had the lucky medal, and now we have the game ticket. So yeah, this is also an item that will become apparent what its use is much later, once we actually reach Tolby. So in the meantime, it's not a bad idea to just keep them around, rather than just sell them. And even if you sold them, they sell by 10 coins each, I believe. Alright, just a bunch of familiar enemies. Let's go ahead and take them out. Alright, so now we are done with Kalima for the time, so we'll just go ahead and head straight to Kalima Forest. Oh, also, regardless of which you enter first, you will always get the very same cutscene, meaning the one in which the party is struck by the 2 mysterious entities and they use their synergy to protect themselves. So if you enter Kalima Forest first, you get the cutscene in this particular area, but that is a cutscene that you will get regardless. Alright, so we have a new enemy here. This is a drone bee. It is level 7, it has 63 HP, no synergy, 68 attack, 19 defense, 36 agility and 2 luck. As for its elemental resistances, he has 100 Venus elemental resistance, 48 Mars resistance, 7 Jupiter resistance and 48 Mercury resistance. And he also has 105 Jupiter elemental power. Now, he yields 19 experience points, but if we finish him off with Gust, he will yield 24. He drops 28 coins, which will then become 36. And there is a 1 in 16 chances that then become 1 in 4 that he'll drop an elixir, which is an item that removes a bunch of status conditions, such as delusion, sleep and synergy seals, which we'll get into much later in the game. As for his commands, he has of course the basic attack, and there is a 87.5% chance that he'll use that, and he has a monster skill called Numbing Sting, which is a Jupiter attack with a 0.7 multiplier, and there's a slight chance that it will cause stun. Stun basically causes the character to not take action during that particular turn, but it is healed immediately afterwards. So yeah, let's just go ahead and attack this guy. Alright, pretty simple. As you can see, the entirety of Kalima Forest seems to have been chopped down. So let's go ahead and get through these puzzles, if you want to call them that. Pretty straightforward. Another drone bee. Let's just go ahead and use only our gene. so as to not waste too much energy. Alright. We have another nut. Alright. Actually, going here. Let's see what to do about these guys. There we go. We got the double damage for Gust, and that was enough to take this guy out. Let's go ahead and use the summons. Any character can use any summons regardless of if the gene belong to them. So Isaac can use Mars, in this case Garrett can use Jupiter, but I'm going to have Ivan use it here. And Isaac uses Mars. Alright, Isaac level up. Cool. And we got a her. That sound you just heard, that was the sound of their Argene recovering. So they are now available and ready for use. Alright. Let's see here. That should do it. Alright, let's continue forward. Even more of log puzzles. Let's just push this here. There we go. And go all the way back. And push this one. Alright. Let's go across and continue onward. I'm going to go ahead and use Flint and Forge and see if we can take them out with just Argene. Unfortunate. Luckily they don't deal much damage, so we'll be fine. Alright, nice. I'm going to set these guys so they are ready. In this small slope here, you can just, if you push here, we'll go down in case we want to go back, but we're going to proceed here. And here we have something more of a puzzle here. We have a water and log puzzle. So, first off, we'll have to drain the water right here. Do not touch. Floodgate switch. Isaac, flip the switch. Okay. So, there are two ways actually. If we wanted to just proceed, it's actually pretty simple. But I want to see if we can get that chest up there. So, it's this one I believe here, and this one. We push this one to the side. This one down. This one here. And then this one here, and then this one back, I believe. So that way we can line them all up. It's a bit hard to tell sometimes without the water if the distance here actually reaches the upper platforms there, but I believe that should be fine. So even though the water should be all gone, we just pull the switch again, and it magically reappears. Alright, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Let's see what's in here. We got a fur coat. Alright, so this is actually a special piece of clothing, and it says here resists water. What this actually means is that one of the side effects of this, it actually gives plus 20 mercury resistance. So it's a pretty good item. Let's see who's in the most need of defense. Actually, I'll go ahead and give it to Ivan. Alright. So to make this easier, I'm going to go back. Now this will undo the puzzle because the solution is actually just one slight move. And let's see if we can get this and proceed forward. Okay, yeah, so the solution is literally just pushing this log and it's done. So I'll go ahead and push the water here. Alright, so we're almost near the end, I believe. There's not that much to explore. Let's open up this way. Cool. Alright, more combat. Luckily, during that whole puzzle, actually, we recovered all of our synergy, so we should be able to go full synergy without worrying about running out. And Garrett leveled up as well. Alright. So we have a huge tree with a face. Who are you? Oh, you're the ones who resisted Thread's glamour. I sense a great warmth within you. If you came to rescue Thread, you are already too late. Soon Thread will die, and we shall wither away without him. Leave now, before this forest is destroyed. So, this is Laurel. She is apparently a huge tree, and we can actually read her mind. The healing waters of Mercury Lighthouse might save Thread, but the fountain's waters have long since dried up. Interesting. So she mentioned actually a Mercury lighthouse, one of the elemental lighthouses, and something about healing waters. We might want to keep that in mind. And over here we actually have he will not speak to you, child. I control all in Thread's realm. So it would seem that we have Thread here, and it would seem that there are actually two sides to him, as we were told. A crueler side and a gentle but silent side. And as you can tell here, we can actually climb the vines and go inside. Alright, so we reached the end of Kalima Forest and found Thread and Laurel. And there is yet more to explore inside Thread. We'll go through Thread 3 next time. See you guys then.